Cool. Hello, Kubernetes people, and welcome to this release team burn down meeting on this lovely Thursday. It's the 18th of November. My name is Max, and I will be your host for today. As a short reminder, this is a Kubernetes project, runs under the code of conduct of the CNCF, which includes also this release team meeting. And basically, the code of conduct boils down to just be awesome to each other. So let's get the whole thing started for today. We have two open discussions, both placed from Ray. I think we can also place them in the end, right? Or do you would like to keep it now running?
Yeah, we could do those later.
Okay, perfect. Then let's jump directly straight into enhancements with Xander.
Yeah, so we had code freezes passed, had a nice little get together after that to go over all of the enhancements. I'm sure this was talked about yesterday a little bit too, but after code freeze, we're currently tracking 38 KEPs that had all their PRs merged and met the criteria. And right now we have 6 marked at risk that represent KEPs with an improved exception request. And I need to go through and double check those today to make sure that we've got that accurately reflected on the spreadsheet, because I think that number is kind of in flux at the moment. So I'll do a rundown today and make sure that those are tracked correctly. And we'll continue to update as the approved exception requests kind of flow through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we see a couple of exceptions coming in the last days, obviously after code freeze, but as normal as at this time of the release. Cool, thank you. Moving ahead, CI signal, or is there any questions about the enhancements first?
No questions, but we'll talk about one possible additional exception request.
Yeah, in the end. Cool. CI signal, Hossein.
Hello, everyone. So our current status is yellow. Due to 2 failings that we have in master informing. So, but in master blocking, there is no failings since yesterday. There are a couple new flakies in master blocking, but we are watching them. So if they continue to flake, we're gonna open issues. Beside that, there was one failing which was turned to green today in master informing, but I was in contact with the SIG storage people. So basically, they just disabled the failing jobs in that specific test, GCE COS master serial, and they said, okay, please keep the issue open so till you fix it. So that's the current status. The other issues, we are tracking them in master informing the failings, so that's all. I mentioned, Leo mentioned this yesterday regarding, we are all in talk with SIG Infra regarding hosting the new CS signal monitoring stack. As soon as we get place or namespace there on the cluster, or anything, we're gonna start testing there. Beside that, the project board of CI Signal is open for everyone. Please, if you have any ideas, any discussion you want to start with CI Signal, please just go on the board and feel free to start it. And also next week, we're gonna continue the discussion in the engineering meeting on Tuesday, so feel free to join. We just finished and closed the first pull request for the CI Signal new reporting tool. So thanks for the great work of the CI Signal team, and looking forward for next pull requests. That's all from my side.
Very cool, awesome. If you need any assistance with the discussions towards the SIG Infra, please feel free to raise the hand.
Sure. Thank you, Max.
Great work. Great to see this tool moving. Bug triage. I haven't seen Christoph on the line. Do we have anyone else from bug triage? Otherwise, it looks very greenish So I assume this is a good reason to just be happy about, and move on to docs with Nate.
Hello. We after the code freeze, we are yellow still. We're looking quite a bit better than we did yesterday. The integration branch is healthy. We had a PR go in without incident yesterday, so that's good. We are now tracking 44 enhancements, of which the keynote here is 6 are tracked and needs docs that don't have placeholders. That's down from, I think, 17 yesterday. So that's a nice shift. We have pinged the potential authors on Slack. And if we haven't heard back at some point today, we'll probably start pinging the SIGs as well. Another highlight, we're at 12 drafts now, and that's up from 5 drafts yesterday. So I think we're moving right along.
Very cool, very great. Also, if you're running late a little bit in the communication or something doesn't report back someone, then just also there, raise your hand so that we can give a double ping from the release lead side.
I'll pass that along. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. CC with the release notes.
Yeah, currently we're green, and thanks to Lucas' awesome work on Alpha 4, we are now ramping up for Alpha 4 and working on Beta 0 release card. And also there's an issue for tracking the major CM collections. We already reminded like most of the SIGs, and most of them like are working on the major CMs. So hopefully we will see like more major CMs candidates coming in this discussion. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you very much, CC. Karen with comms.
Hey, we are kind of yellow. So we have 7 feature blogs that have opted in, and we've gotten pull requests from 3 of them. Still waiting to hear back from 4. I think the auto delete stateful set PVC is supposed to be on track. We haven't gotten a draft yet. Haven't heard anything from Object Storage API, and then I guess not sure the status is for the first 2, but yeah, I am pushing our team to hopefully get a draft soon, since we need to have a draft for the release blog itself next Tuesday. That being said, I started the draft, so I'm working on that with my team, and then we are still working on the ordering of the dates that we're going to publish the blogs, and I'm hoping to lock that down by tomorrow. Yeah, Thanks.
Thank you very much.
On the auto delete stateful sets PVC, they had a lingering KK code PR. It finally emerged yesterday, and they also made the doc placeholder PR. So hopefully they'll start working on the feature blog as well, because it sounded like they had some things to work on.
Got it.
All right, cool. Release branch management, I haven't seen anyone on the line, but I'm also not aware of anything which currently should be communicated from this side. You maybe have seen there were, I think yesterday or tonight, better to say, at least from my time zone perspective, some minor releases of Kubernetes pushed out. They went well and smoothly, so everything so far so good. Jeremy, I guess I also haven't seen or heard him. Then we can finally go to Ray.
Hello. So you probably saw the first beta release, the one and only beta release was cut yesterday. With that also is the first time we have SOSA level 1 compliance in this beta release, and also in the other patch releases as well. Might actually highlight that in one of the major themes, or highlight that in the release notes. That's something new going forward in the releases. I'm going to go back up to the open discussion topic. So there was and we have a possible exception request needed for structured logging. This is from SIG instrumentation. So there's some KKPRs that merged with this related to this enhancement during the time of this release, but they've never really opted in to being tracked for this release. So the structured logging efforts is pretty much like an umbrella issue of there's several logging or several things that need to be changed for structured logging. So I did see a few that were merged, some are still, and they do have a doc placeholder PR deadline as doc placeholder PR created as well for the Klog deprecation. So I think we're going to ask for an exception request, and I'm leaning towards that. Had previous, because this is they are deprecating Klog, so I think we're going to ask SIG instrumentation. Well, I'm not going to say I think. We are going to ask SIG instrumentation for an exception request for structured logging. Any comments or feedbacks or questions about this? All right. So I'm going to send that request right away to the SIG chairs, or to at least to the SIG Slack channel. Moving on to the rest of my updates. Today it's the docs placeholder PR deadline, which is actually pretty good. 6 not having it is actually pretty decent number to have. So we had a big increase of doc placeholder PRs just from a day ago. Other than that, the next deadlines or major milestones is next Tuesday is where the first RC is cut. With that, the release branch will be created, and the release jobs will also, or the 123 jobs will also be created on Tuesday. But next week is a little bit tough. It is a big holiday week here in the US, with the US Thanksgiving holiday on the following Thursday. So hopefully we get everything done on Tuesday. So with that, it's also test freeze, and the doc should be ready for review. Being that that's also a tough one as well, since we ask quite a bit for SIG docs, so the reviewers to review these PRs in the week during a major US holiday week. Then with the first release candidate cut, we also can start the final draft of the release notes as well. Also, we'll, hopefully the release blog will be ready to review, or at least well underway by Tuesday. And that next week, Thursday, is US Thanksgiving holiday. I have yet to cancel that meeting on Thursday. I will do it right after this meeting. And then the following week, on Tuesday is the feature blogs are ready to review. This may not happen. Feature blogs tend to trail a little bit, but looks like we have 3 that are in good shape. Those 3 that didn't make pull requests. So that will be good. So hopefully we'll get some more feature blogs ready by 2 Tuesdays from now, I guess. Then Thursday, December 2nd, release notes are complete and merge. And the following, the Friday after this, December 3rd, I'm going to ask for a go, no go from all the teams to see if you're ready to release on the following Tuesday. So Fridays, I'm going to put it on the SIG release Slack channel just for a go, no go from all the teams. So that's an important date as well. It's not exactly a milestone, but we'll have that on Friday, December 3rd. Then shortly, December 7th on Tuesday, we are scheduled to release Kubernetes 123. With that, I thank everyone for their time and their commitment. Time is very precious. Thank you for everyone's work on this release. Still have a few more weeks to go, but we're very, very close. And I know we have lots of things to do in the last few weeks. So, all right, that's it for me. Any comments or questions?
Doesn't sound like. Perfect. Then thank you very much. I will stop recording now. And if there's any other topic, then